Hello everyone. As you know, a couple times every year I do these malware traffic analysis exercises to keep myself up to date. In the past, I've tested when ChatGPT first came out with its data analysis tool. I tried to use it and it couldn't quite handle PCAP investigations. Now, AI has come a long way since there, so I'm going to test a tool called OpenCode against doing a malware traffic analysis exercise, the same standards of at least myself. So to quickly show you the setup, this is OpenCode here. I haven't done much apart from do a -init command, which basically creates a agents file, giving it instructions for working with the repository. To show you what's in the repository, we have a README, a PCAP help. These are my notes for doing these exercises. I've given that to the AI. A example incident response summary. I may as well show you. Incident response summary. So basically all the stuff it needs to find. And then I've also given it an example. Let me show you. IOC summary from a previous exercise. It just shows it how to display an IOC's file. So it's going to be prompted to do an incident response summary and an IOC, document, and we'll see how good it does. I guess I will have to go through afterwards and vet it. So now let's get into it. So let's grab the prompt. And I've messed up my copy paste. Thanks God I can edit this out. And let's go to it. Now, it's worth noting OpenCode is a bit more agentic than most tools. It's not going to stop and ask me for anything if it's working within the repository. For analysis of the PCAP, it will probably use a command line tool such as T-Shark. So you can already see T-Shark is, going away, extracting host names, MBS traffic, user agent strings, Kerberos traffic, boot and DHCP traffic, DNS queries, TSL server names for C2 identifications. You can see just how much it's doing. So it's done its analysis of the PCAP file. It's moving to extracting hostname details. All right, it's moving to analyzing the malware because it's pulling out hashes. It's getting hashes of just the executable files, it's decided. Now we can, as it's filling out this, we can kind of see in real time as it updates it. Enable auto reload. And we should open the IOC files as well. Now it needs to create its own IOC file. It hasn't gotten to that yet. So let's finish this analysis. So already looking, there's some stuff it couldn't get, such as user account name and host name. So I might give it a further prompt to see if it can do that. We really want the user account and host name. Can you do further analysis on the PCAP to pull out this information? I'm just reading through what it's done here. I think the malicious traffic is probably going to be correct. Persistence. This is quite light in detail. I would like it to expand on this. The file location, it's messed up and given us the host file location. I need to prompt it for that. It's not doing very well finding the host name and username. All right, let's see. Network fingerprint. So it's got the... It's also showing where the malware makes files. Let's say the file location you should pull from the PCAP, not the local system. That's a bit weird, this username thing. I doubt that's correct. We'll prompt it a few more times, then we'll see how it did and see if I can find any errors it made. While it's working, I'm going to check out these IP addresses using my own tool. Alright, so the two of them are flagged as malicious, and one of them is Cloudflare. The URLs are all malicious as well. That one, it's included, but may be benign. Let's have a proper look at that one on VirusTotal. Somebody says it's malware, but it's not been flagged. Because it's Cloudflare, it's, yeah. It's hard to know. Someone may have used a Cloudflare tunnel for malware briefly, and then the IP address has been reassigned. So it's really hard with Cloudflare to know if an IP is malicious or not. But I think I'm going to keep it in as likely malicious traffic. We'll see. Alright, so AI's done working. It wasn't able to find the username or the host name. It looks like it's filled out everything else. I might just prompt the AI one more time. Can you build a timeline of events with timestamps as to exactly what happened? And while it goes that, I'm going to open up the PCAP myself. And what's it called? And while the AI is working, I can start to vet it. So, first thing, it thinks the MAC address is this. So I may just do a raw search for that. I get nothing. Interesting. Well, let's do the IP then. So this is what it believes is the compromised host. Yeah, that domain looks sus as well. Didn't include this domain in the... Quick check of this. No, maybe that's not a domain and I'm misunderstanding it. It does look like a DNS query. Yeah, we see this. We see this shop. Is that listed? And bar J. And then TCP to this 167 address. That's the C2 communication according to the AI, which makes sense. Desktop's that now. It's the 172 address. Oh, there's a huge amount of traffic for this. This is where AI is actually useful to... Yeah, we're not going to get anything out of this. Everything's encrypted these days. There's HTTP for this one, though. Let's see what we can see in here. HTTP, and we can follow the HTTP stream. There's not much in here. Let's check back on the AI. It's completed a timeline. It's opened it in a new file. Let's have a quick check on that. Yeah, DNS query for this. So we go to this, we get the malware. Malware executes. Phase 2. Domain, this isn't enumeration. Let's be a callback. So it tries all of these domains. So it's possible, yeah, it's pre-configured with a bunch of domains to try. And as these get snapped, the malware, you know, eventually finds one that's working. So encrypted C2 channel. Malware's probably pulled stolen credentials, browser data. Payload download, so it goes to Desktop now. I imagine that's remote access software similar to Rustdesk or something like that. DNS response. HTTP beacon. We couldn't see much in this. Yeah, so this is just beaconing. I don't think we saw any commands issued. It's funny that they're doing this non-encrypted when everything else is. But looking at this, the whole thing lasted about 30 minutes. 24 minutes, 14 seconds, it's done it for it. Yeah, the timeline's really, really good. All right, so the one thing it missed, the host name it couldn't pull. Let's see if we can pull the host name. So I'm going to go to my ancient hacking notes. I haven't updated in years. Getting host name. Usually we use BluePete for this. We can try doing it from the browser sometimes. Yes. And so the infected host is this one. Let's triple check that. 101. Yeah, 101. No. 101. So we should be able to look through this data and find the host name. I'm not seeing it. I would expect it to be in the HTTP request. That's disappointing. Let's have a look in a few of the other ones. Let's get back to the notes. All right. I couldn't find host in that way. Let's look at MBS traffic. Nothing. Let's see if we can grab the user agent from this. Okay, we've got that. If we follow the HTTP stream, we have the host IP listed, but nothing else. There's no user agent. Probably because it's a GET request rather than an actual browser connection. All right, let's see if we can get the window users from Kerberos. I didn't see any Kerberos traffic. There is. Or there's not. Nope, so I wasn't able to... You see in the post request you could get the username, but I wasn't able to get the username from any of the methods I know. So, yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't beat the AI at anything. Let's go through the file one more time. So hostname is unknown, encrypted traffic, though we got the MAC and the IP address. User account name we did not get. File sizes we got. Yeah, but I think this shows how long. I think the last AI video I did was 2 years ago. It shows how far AI has come. I can't beat it anymore for analysis. The AI is just better, which is a little bit scary for my job prospects in the future. But I'll upload this. Maybe some people who actually do PCAP analysis can build a more sophisticated system. Like this was pretty basic, just pulling all the files in a directory and pointing an AI tool at it. But yeah, let's see where things go in the future. Good luck, guys. Sorry, I've had to restart the video because I've just realized that Malware-Traffic-Analysis did provide us with a full list of IOCs for this. So we need to take a look at that and compare that to what... So it is missing a lot of detail regarding the IOCs. Didn't it create an additional file for this? Ah, that's why. Here it is. No, that's the same one. So it does look like the AI missed a bit when it came to the files used malware analysis-wise. It did the IOC traffic perfectly. It didn't get any of this, the path to initial download. I got this, right? Alright guys, I did reprompt the AI to give me a full IOC list, and it is a bit more comprehensive, but not as comprehensive as the one provided by Malware-Traffic-Analysis. His own analysis. Let's see where it's missed. Infection time, complete IOCs versus Malware-Traffic-Analysis is one which I've closed foolishly. All right. We didn't include this as an IOC at all. All right, guys, I did reprompt the AI to give me a full IOC list, and it is a bit more comprehensive, but not as comprehensive as the one provided by Malware-Traffic-Analysis. His own analysis. Let's see where it's missed. Infection tiling complete IOCs versus Malware-Traffic-Analysis is one which I've closed foolishly. All right. We didn't include this as an IOC at all. All right, everyone. I've gone back to the AI because it was clearly I missed is prompting it to do an analysis of the malware files itself. So it's already doing, using tools like strings to pull out file locations, etc. Needs to just remind it needs to add this to the IOC files. It's also found the username, which it can finally add, which is admin. Sorry, guys, we're just sitting there watching an AI work. I'll have to edit this out. Temporary file. So this is what we were missing. So in my initial prompt, I failed to prompt it to do a file analysis. It only focused on the PCAP. There we go. This is looking much, much closer to what Malware-Traffic-Analysis did. Enable auto reload. So something Malware-Traffic-Analysis was able to do is he was, from the malware, able to extract more of the domains it would have reached back to. I haven't seen it do that yet. Seconds, 10 minutes. But there we go. Let's do a final compare after that last prompt with Malware-Traffic-Analysis versus the AI. It's broken itself into multiple files. So it's got the timeline, pure IOCs, but this is mostly IOCs. We'll compare based on this. Infected host details, we never got that. It hasn't provided either. It's given us the file path to download. It's showing us the general username, whereas admin is what Malware-Traffic-Analysis used, so we've managed to pull that, so that's going to be in our IOCs. The path to initial downloads we don't have. Alright everyone, I've stopped and started the video a ton of time because I had to go do my own analysis and see what the AI got versus what I could find. The one thing included in the report is the path to initial downloads. It was the only thing missed off by the AI. And looking through the PCAP, I think the PCAP starts after we saw the initial download. I think this is based on research from the Malware-Traffic-Analysis researcher, and we don't have access to this. And as such, I think I'm going to have to give the AI a flawless score. If you look at how it's even structured its IOC document compared to the example given, it's exceptional. But yeah, this is the power of AI, and if you're into analytics, you should be scared.